Hello, I'm Lewis and you're watching the Cornwall Channel, and on today's show we're joined by the amazingly talented Samantha Womack. Well, I've already spoke to you before this. I'm super excited to talk to you because I'm a little fanboy as well. Normally in interviews I'm not, but I've actually met you a year ago and I paid for charity to meet you.
Yeah, you did really well. We held a charity for a friend and we raised a lot of money, so thank you for
and to
coming
hear that story, you just kind of said that actually that cured her as well.
Yeah, it was a makeup lady at EastEnders who needed an operation. She had a huge tumour and she went to Germany and got it removed successfully, so thank you.
That's incredible. So first of all, what do you think of Cornwall? You've been here all week and you've had a heat wave, which it just doesn't happen down here.
I know, we said we couldn't have timed it better because I think we've got a seven-show week here, which we normally have 8 shows, which means that we had an extra day off.
Yeah.
So we've had the sun, we've had time off. We came straight from Bath, which meant that we had 2 days. Normally we go home and come back, but because we were halfway down, we stayed. And we got the sun as well. So we all went to the beach and got mildly burnt.
Have you had so first of all, you've been here, have you had a pasty or a rattler?
Well, the rattler I couldn't tell you because there was a little bit of drinking on the barbecue Sunday. There may have been one of those thrown in. Couldn't honestly say, but haven't had a pasty because I've got to wear this. I've got to, float about the place in a really skinny black dress.
They are high in calories as well, 2,000 and some.
Is that what it is?
2,000. So I've got to say, what a whirlwind kind of 6 months it's been. You've left one of the most iconic characters ever in EastEnders as Ronnie Mitchell for 10 years.
Yeah.
And talking to you just then, even it's quite sad for you as well because you obviously have fond memories. You love the show. And I imagine you would go back if you could.
If I could. If you hadn't last seen me in a coffin, I'm not sure how they'd manage it.
They've done it in Dallas. They've done it with Denwick, so we can get you back on now. I'm going to start
it was sad. It was sad, and I was as devastated as everyone else was, and I'm still getting over it really. Yeah. But this job has helped me because I went straight onto this, and everyone's like a family here. So it was really nice to get back on stage and I've reminded myself what I can do.
And I was going to say, like I said to you before as well, I've never known a character on a show affect the audience so much, because when you left, you obviously were inundated with tweets. Did you expect that reaction?
I knew people would be upset, but I didn't realise to what extent, and that's always lovely because you feel like you have a connection with the audience, and with all the storylines that you've done in the past and the connections that you make with them, you feel kind of loyal to them. So the fact that they were loyal back meant something. Yeah, it was lovely.
And like you said, you come onto this, which by the way, it's incredible. The setting there is just fantastic.
It's really good.
But for you, you've obviously gone on. You've been doing EastEnders and other stuff, but this must be completely different because you're live every single day, and you've got to put on sometimes 2 shows a day.
Yeah.
Does that ever get kind of tiring? Because you're delivering every day like a performance, which is...
It should do, because doing the same thing over and over again, you should. But I think I have been in situations like that in shows where I felt that, but I don't feel that with this. I'm really blessed. I'm on stage a lot with my co-star, Cameron Blakely, who plays Gomez. He's different every day, really funny, really inventive, an amazing actor, so that keeps it fresh. And the rest of the cast as well, just really love their performances and love them. So every show feels different to us. You do get a little tired, but then out of that tiredness comes a different show.
And I guess it's adrenaline when you hear the audience clapping.
Yeah, and the music's so lovely.
Do you get the da-da-da-da?
We do that. We would do that every time we wait backstage. We do that as a little kind of show starter.
So how did you prepare for this role? Did you have to watch The Addams Family like 1,000 times just to get the kind of character of Morticia?
I did look a bit because I thought, the audience would have expectations of what they wanted her to be. I remembered the series really well from when I was at school. Sorry, I've got a cold, by the way. But I did watch Angelica Houston as well because I quite liked her archness. I've chosen her to be a bit softer in this just because the story takes place. Wednesday asks her father to tell a lie on her behalf. So I wanted Morticia and Gomez to be kind of soft and in love at the beginning. So when the lie's revealed and they fall out with each other, there's something's lost. I thought if I play it too arch at the top, no one will care.
And how is Les Dennis doing as Uncle Fester?
He is seriously phenomenal.
That makeup, we just looked at the poster. How have they done that?
I know. He chose to do his hair because he could have worn a bald cap, but he decided to raise awareness for cancer, so did it for charity. And he's insane. He's like, I can't imagine anyone else playing Fester now.
He's loved it.
Yeah, and he's got that kind of really childlike quality with him that's like really sweet.
Well, I was looking at where the tour's going after here, and you're literally everywhere. I mean, after here you're to Nottingham, and you're in Bradford, you've got Southampton, Cardiff, Dublin.
But you've missed, we have a week off in between.
Oh, you got a week off?
Yeah, we've got a week off, and then we go round the country again.
So you're getting to see all the different places. You're in Bristol in September as well. So
Yep.
people in Cornwall haven't got to see the show here.
Yeah, come and see us
you
in
can go and see
Bristol.
them in September as well. And is it true that when you're doing this as well, you're still filming for Mount Pleasant?
I was, but I finished now.
Okay, so because there's another one in June, isn't there?
There's one more coming out, and then that's it. We've kind
it.
of done. I think I've done 3 of those now,
Yeah.
so that's good. But it feels like this January, when this finishes,
Yeah.
will be the first time I won't be attached to anything.
I'm
I won't
pretty
be
sure.
attached to EastEnders or Mount Pleasant, and this will be finished, and I'll be all
Well, with the campaign
lonely
that I've got
and-
planned,
You've
you'll
got a
be
campaign.
back on EastEnders. I can tell you that now. I'm going to go Twitter.
Go knock at their
with
door.
That. How did you get the part of this? Were you approached or did you audition?
It was just after I found out about EastEnders finishing, so I was in a really strange place in my head, and then the audition came, and I thought, I'm not sure if I've got it in me. You know, you just feel it a bit,
Yeah.
and I was tired. I've been doing really heavy storylines. And then I read the script, and I thought, oh, God, this is really good. But I didn't know if I'd be any good at it, so I rehearsed it. I didn't rehearse it. I learnt it on page. I learnt the music. The music's quite complicated. I worked really hard on it. And then I came into the audition, but I didn't really know until I did the audition that I could do it well,
Yeah.
you know, because that was the first time I'd really had a try at it. And then when I really enjoyed myself in the audition. I normally get quite nervous, but I was finding something in her that I thought was really cool, and so that made me really excited. And then when I left the audition, I thought, oh God, I really want this. If I don't get it, I'll be really disappointed.
Well, you've literally done everything. When I was reading, you've done this, you've done acting, but Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh God, it's gonna haunt me forever.
I was like, no way. And the
I was a
song's really catchy.
teenager. I was a teenager. You have to forgive me.
And do you know what? You haven't aged from then as well.
Yeah,
You still look exactly the same.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I don't look like a rabbit caught in the headlights anymore, which I did in that.
So like you said, you obviously said before then, you've been on the show for 10 years, so that's kind of like you got security, because you're always in the show, you've got your family around you, so to suddenly leave that must have been so challenging, because they're your best friends, aren't they?
Yeah, and your family, and you believe in them, and I don't want it to sound overly dramatic, but there is a kind of grieving that goes on, because I was that person more than I was me.
Yeah, of course.
For 9 years, I actually loved her. I was in love with that character. I knew everything about her. How she, I'd get a script and I'd know instinctively what to do with it, because I just felt very close to her. So when she was gone, I was like, oh.
Well, for a villain, she was lovable. It's hard. Well, she wanted to protect and sometimes went about it the wrong way, but she's got a heart of gold, and you'd want to be friends with her, because
Can you be my friend forever?
with Ronnie, you'd have security for life. So,
she'd kill for you, literally.
It's upset me. I'll sort it out. Bang, gone.
The perfect woman.
Well, honestly, it's great to see you doing what you're doing, and obviously you clearly love it as well. And I've been reading the reviews, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. As an actress, people absolutely love you, and you're one of the strongest actresses I think there is at the moment as well. So
You're
just
making me emotional now, because I'm not well. I'm a bit emotional.
No, honestly, it's
Thank
been
you.
an absolute pleasure interviewing you for the Cornwall channel.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with the rest. So after here, where is it now?
After here, we're Nottingham and then Bradford.
And then you get some time off to see your
And I
family.
get a week off.
You do.
Yeah.
And you, just very quickly, you're still very close to Rita as
Speak
well.
to her. I've just literally just texted her.
Wow.
Because she is my
Has
sister
she
in
seen
my
the
head
show?
and my heart. No, she'll come and see it. She's got a bit of time off before she rehearses Legally Blonde.
And she's in that?
So we're trailing each other in the theatre.
Oh
So
my
sometimes
God.
when I go to a theatre, I see her poster outside advertising her coming.
Do you rip it down and say, nope, there we go, there's
No, I
mine.
don't. I'm so proud. That's the thing about having played her older sister. I do feel really protective of her. So when I see her and I see her silly little face, I get happy.
I wouldn't want to, is she married?
She's married.
If her husband upsets her, a bit of Ronnie might come out now.
Yeah. We've got each other's backs for sure.
Oh, well, best of luck. I mean, your
Thank
makeup
you.
is amazing as well.
I'm a
How
bit
long does it
sweaty because
take?
I just came off stage. It doesn't take too long. I used to go much whiter, but because I dance quite a lot, it comes off. So I've realised the ancestors are much whiter, so they're all dead, obviously, being ancestors. And but the wig takes a little bit of time. But once I get it on, that's it. I just feel like her.
Yeah, and
the dress is
character.
really helpful. It feels all floaty and
Wow.
cobwebby, which is cool.
Well, thank you so much for joining. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Samantha Womack.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
you.
Lovely interview.